Everybody in Fortnite wants to improve, so in this video I will be trying my best to give you the best tips so that you can actually improve in Fortnite. I will be going over all the points relatively quickly to not waste your time. Starting off with the first tip, which is to attack your disadvantages. There are so many players in Fortnite that have so much time but yet fail to get better at any significant rate. This is because they aren't really practicing. They are rather just playing for 5 to 8 hours a day waiting for a magic lamp to drop on their head so that they could rub it and get a wish from the genie to improve. But sadly this fairy tale won't come to reality. To actually improve in Fortnite, you have to practice every day and specifically try to practice everything you are not good at. It could be editing, building, aiming, or even some specific edits, retakes, or even something like the second tip, which is crosshair placement. Improved crosshair placement is one of the, if not the most important tip for improving in Fortnite, because you could build all you want, but if you do not get the hit on your enemy, you won't win. 99% of Fortnite players in Fortnite have bad crosshair movement. For example, whenever you perform one edit, you have to position your crosshair in a way to make your next edit or shot easier. An example is whenever you're making this stair edit, you can perform it like this instead of making such a big movement like this. Triple edit should be done like this instead of this. Whenever doing peanut butter edits, you should perform it from down to up to have the best chance of keeping your crosshair near the enemy's head. I have seen so many players have their crosshair on the enemy but seem to flick their shot and miss. So try to reduce the amounts of flicks you do, especially for controller players. If you want to practice crosshair placement for some specific edits, then you could load up a free build map such as my free build map, code will be in the description, and just practice those specific edits for 5 to 10 minutes. The third point is the reason you seem to make these bad edits in a situation where you shouldn't have. I have seen many players including myself make such kind of bad edits, and the third tip is to play less Panic. This might seem repetitive for some people, but trust me, playing Panic makes you underperform so much more than normal. The reason anyone plays Panic is if they fear losing something in the match, or if they feel like they have something to lose if they don't win. This is evident if you are someone who plays ranked quite often, then you won't feel any pressure or fear of losing something whenever you are playing normal pubs. This leads to you playing less Panic and therefore playing to your most potential and in ease. I know that this might sound a bit cheesy, but the only way to feel less panicked is by caring less. Caring less equals to you playing better. Now I'm not saying to be careless, but rather to just care a bit less. Whenever people are playing any tournament, for example, let's say the solo cash cup, people have the fear of missing out on the $100 prize of it, but this worry ends up making them underperform and therefore missing the $100 prize anyways. Have you noticed how easy and smoothly every pro plays in the basic cash cups? It's because they have experience. They have already been in those stressful situations thousands of times, in turn helping them perform better. Practice is good, but experience is the best. The fourth point is to play to your advantages. Even if you take the first point into account and try to build your skills, there are still disadvantages in every player's mechanics. There are even a lot of pros that might have slower building skills than you, but their aim might be 5 times better than yours, leading them to being pros and you to being a normal player. The point is that everybody has their own advantages and disadvantages, so you should make sure to play to your own advantages. For example, if your building is better than your aim, then you should use more of your building to cover up for your disadvantage of your aim. Now this does not mean that you will give up practicing your aiming, but rather just using your building skills to cover up for your aim while also improving your aim every day. So you might have found many players in ranked where they seem pretty bad due to their building skills, but then they manage to one pump you, which leaves you with this face. The fifth and the final point, possibly the most important point, is having better gear. Like it or not, having better gear is a definite advantage for anyone. If you actually want to improve in Fortnite, then you don't want your potential to be capped by the gear you play on. Especially if you live with your parents, then I recommend saving up every single dollar that you get and try to get the best gear possible. Let me show you the best possible gear according to your situation. First off, if you play Fortnite with a wireless Wi-Fi, then you should definitely get an Ethernet cable, which will drastically improve your ping and ping related delay. If you play on a PS4 or a Xbox One, then you should definitely consider switching to a PS5 or Xbox Series X to get 120 FPS instead of 60. Basic TVs and monitor don't have 120 FPS panels, but you could also get a 144 FPS monitor for as low as $150 and a PS5 for around $400. A good basic PC for Fortnite will be around $800. If you have your gaming consoles and PC figured out, then you should have better peripherals and peripheral attachments. For controller players, you should try grips, control freaks, resistance rings, paddles, a better controller. The links to all of these will be in the description. I personally use a basic PS4 controller with control freaks and resistance rings, but you could try out all the attachments and see whichever fits you the best. For keyboard and mouse players, I am not very well versed with the peripherals or their attachments, but it is always better to do some of your own research, as I do not want to give any advice that I won't use myself. That will be it for this video. If this video gave you any value, then you using code NSG in the item shop will be truly helpful, and you subscribing will be even more helpful. The links to all of the gear I mentioned will be in the description, and if you want to truly get better, then you should consider 1v1ing your friends daily whenever you come online in my 1v1 map. Please and thank you.